Made it to the pond I'm gonna be fishing today. Now, full disclosure, this isn't the pond I originally wanted to fish. Now, the road to get to the pond I originally wanted to go to was closed off. So in order to get to that pond, I have to launch my boat here, go all the way down to the end of this big pond behind me, go through a shallow canal, over a beaver dam, and then I make it to the pond I originally wanted to fish today. What I'm gonna do is fish my way to the smaller pond. Now, if I just kind of run out of time and don't have time to fish the smaller pond, that's all right. There are decent fish still in this big pond right here. Might have been a little premature. Last video I said it was basically winter fishing, and that's kind of basically what it is, but today it is supposed to be 58 degrees out and sunny. It is about noon, so I do have a solid 5 hours to fish today, which should give me plenty of time to hook into at least a couple fish today. Just like in the other video, like I showed you, my good camera, the mic kind of fell off, so that's why I did my intro on my GoPro.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
That feels big too. That feels big too. Come here. Another tank. Oh my gosh, this is way bigger than I thought. Today would be one of the best days of fishing all year if I landed those 2 other giants I had hooked up. Alright, so first bait I'm going to retie is a 3/8 of an ounce chatterbait. This is a Project Z weedless from Z-Man. And all that weedless means is that it comes with a weed guard, just like typically a jig would. Alright, got this one all rigged up. Now, if you guys remember from my last video, I snapped off on this spinnerbait. And I haven't gone fishing since, so I haven't had a chance to retie. And then for my next bait, I'm going to be using a weighted Texas rig. And I'm going to be trying out a bait that I've never used before. This is a Yamatanuki, and it's heavy, which I believe means just heavy salt. And it doesn't look like it matters which way you rig it. So we're just going to go up through the nose. And look at this. We have a perfectly weedless Yamatanuki. Now, I've never used a Yamatanuki before, so hopefully it'll work fine. A good thing, if I can find the live green milfoil, that's what I think will hold some fish today. Because I've never used the Yamatanuki or the Depths cover scat, I think it's called. I think I'm going to start out with this. Shallow. I'm going to do a quick change. What I'm going to do is switch out the 3/8 ounce weight, because I'm just not feeling it, honestly. Now it's a weightless Tanuki. I just think this bait is heavy enough on its own to where I really don't need that 3/8 ounce on it. Not to mention, with that 3/8 ounce, it does kind of give this bait a little bit of a different action. Oh, had one. I was not paying attention in the slightest though. On the tanuki, baby. Let's go, dude. Nice bass. On the tanuki. Not a bad first fish. Maybe about 1.5 pounds right here. Cool. Thank you for biting. I wonder if that was the same fish that bit before. It kind of felt like it, the same weight. Alright, so I've been fishing now for about an hour, and I do have that one fish to show for it right now. And to be fair, that's like one more fish than I typically catch at this bigger pond. That's why I wanted to go to the smaller pond. I just kind of have better luck there. Alright, let's try something. Let's put the Yamatanuki away. Let's get out a wacky worm. This is a green pumpkin general in their max scent. All right, last cast. I need to make a move. I've already wasted too much time at this big pond. Making a move. Well, I was going to mention that this pond looked a little bit higher than normal. There's not only this beaver dam, which isn't that high, only about 2 feet, but I see another beaver dam that's like 3.5, 4 feet in front of me as well. You know what? Let's just stick to this big pond. I don't want to do it, but I really don't want to have to get out, drag my kayak like 50 yards past the beaver dams, get back in it, and then when it gets dark out, do the exact same thing, but in the dark. I've been fishing now for about 3 hours. And I still only have that one fish at the very beginning on the Yamatanuki. Now I'm starting to think that fish would have bit on anything I was throwing. Oh my gosh. Oh. I did not think that that was a fish. Wasn't ready at all. Thought I was just snagged up in weeds again. Grab the chatterbait. There we go. Dude, that was such a big bass. There we go. You're coming with me. You're coming with me. Get in that net. Well, this doesn't make up for the first 5-pounder I lost, but it certainly makes up for something. I'm not going to lie. Wow. Look at this tank on the chatterbait. If I caught that first 5-pounder, this one's probably 4 1/4 probably. But man, if I caught that first 5, I would have caught back-to-back tanks. Wow. Look at this thing. This thing is huge. Oh, that feels good. Look at the size of that bass in the water. Okay, you can go. Not terrible. No, I'm not gonna lie, after losing that first big fish, I was kind of feeling sorry for myself when I was gonna head to McDonald's, but that fish saved my day and is saving my health at the same time. Wow. Wow. Perfect skip, perfect cast, caught a big fish. That one felt even bigger than the one I caught too. Like way bigger than the one I caught too. Get up here. Nice. Ooh, did he crush it? Nice to catch another bass. Certainly not as big as the other ones I caught or had hooked up, but I'll definitely take that. About a pounder. So I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but that was just my GoPro dying. Now that is it for the chest cam. The rest of this evening is gonna be with you guys back there on the rear cam. Hopefully I can hook into a couple more before I have to go. The boat launch is just about like 150, 200 yards down this bank. That feels big too. That feels big too. Come here. Come here. Come here. This feels big. Pulling me so hard right now. Oh my gosh. What's going on? I caught another tang. This might make up for the giant one I missed. This one is 5 easy. Oh my word. Of course my chest cam dies. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Look at this bass. This is pushing 6 pounds right here. Look at that. Wow. All right. 5 pounds, 5 ounces. I'll definitely take that. Another gigantic fish. Oh my gosh, that's so big. I guess I kind of deserved that one. All I'm saying is today would be one of the best days of fishing all year if I landed those 2 other giants I had hooked up. But definitely with those 2 fish, this is the best day I've had at this big pond. Now I've heard of people having good days here, just I haven't. But it always kind of brings me back just hoping to have a good day, and today is definitely that day. Now, like I did just say, I did lose those 2 very nice fish, but I also landed 2 very nice fish. Alright, so as you guys can tell, it is getting a little bit dark out right now, but what I'm going to do real quick is head to the very first spot I went today using the Yamatanuki, and I just kind of want to eliminate that area, whether just to see if it was the chatterbait that's catching all the fish or the location. I'm willing to bet it's more the location, but just to kind of cross out that variable, I'm just going to head to the first spot with the chatterbait. Alright, so that is it for this evening, and overall for fishing about 4 hours, it was pretty good. Kind of have mixed emotions on how today went. On one hand, it was good because I caught those 2 big fish, but on the other hand, if I had landed those 2 fish that I had lost, today probably would have been the best day of fishing I've had all year. It's crazy because it's like the end of November, but I absolutely love cold water fishing, and today is kind of why. You might not get many bites, but the bites you do get are going to be pretty good. But I'm still kicking myself in the butt for missing those 2 fish. That first one felt so much heavier than that 5.5 I caught. It was completely my fault too. I panicked and I grabbed the net just because I felt how big the fish was, and the fish had yet to realize what was really going on by the time I got to my kayak. And unfortunately, I grabbed the net kind of too premature, and I let him get a little bit of slack in my line, and that's all it needed to spit my chatterbait. But in just a few more weeks, maybe a month, we'll be ice fishing, and I am pretty excited for that. But I need to get out of here before it gets too dark. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it.